It is, let's see here, it's 10:10 in the morning in the city of London. Today's the day I head home. It's AM on my way back to the United States. Still have a little bit of bedhead on. And this trip has been the most successful trip I have ever made in any one of my journeys to build Christian television in any country. Never have I had such success, such ease of maneuvering around the community, such doors that were open, meeting some of the greatest men and women of God that are in this community. I mean, to tell you everything that happened is going to take a book to read, a written book to tell you everything that took place. In short, what has happened is we have laid down the seeds for iPoint Television to take over the country of the United Kingdom. We're shaking this nation. When I came to the city, I left Dallas. I went to the airport with $200 in my pocket.
Oh, man.
I have to say it. I went with $200 in my pocket. There was a 2-hour delay on my flight, so I got a bite to eat. And that's the only money that I spent. I got on the plane, landed the next day in the morning. My friend here, Eddie, you have seen him. He's become a permanent fixture of this broadcast. Eddie he picked me up from the airport and has not let me spend money, took care of me, put me in his house, cooked me those wonderful, wonderful dinners that you've seen on Facebook. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. Surprised me with breakfast in bed. My wife said, tell him to quit spoiling you that way. And then he booked me to meet with men of God, meet with pastors and their churches, preached. And it's one door after another after another. Eddie had a vision when I met him on Skype. I had not met him before the day he picked me up in person. I met him on Skype. And in our journey of meeting pastors, we met a pastor. We met different businessmen. And doors just opened up all over. Doors that I never even knew would be open. I just came here to see him, to see the city, to take down some notes, just to see what the Lord would have us do in London, in the UK. Well, what ended up happening is that the Lord had a whole other plan. He says, we're not going to let you just research, you're going to be in it. And so we're in it. He had a dream to have a television network. I met a man, a business partner now, that is on iPoint Television, committed to be with us. He invested, and he said, even last night, Eddie, you're my witness. He said something like this. I don't remember word for word. Maybe you can help me. He says, because of what he's done for you, he says it's like because he's helping you, or whatever it was that he said. He says, the grace that he's done for you, I said, I'm going to bless this man and this family, and I'm going to put in their hands a television station. Isn't that right? A network that's on the satellite system here called Sky, placed in his hands to manage, to operate, to run, that it's his station. And this man said, I'm going to be behind you 100% because of what you did for this man. See, what you make happen for someone, God will make happen for you. Whatever your dreams are, help somebody enter into the vision that God has given them. And the Lord will put people in your path to make your vision happen for you. And so now, within the next few days, Eddie's going to be working on getting, he and his wife working on getting all the programming together. My program, Eddie committed 3 hours a day worth of programs for us to be on the air. I told him, I said, I'll represent you in the United States. He gave me the contract to represent him in the United States, that now when I get home, I will be offering the airtime and selling airtime to ministers all over the United States and bring in programs. Meanwhile, iPoint Television is already solidified. We have our address, our location in the UK. We have our telephone. I have helpers that are helping me with the network. And so I come in with less than $200. Listen, I come into the UK with less than $200 US in my pocket, and every dime that I came into the United Kingdom with, I still have. It's been 15 days. We have a television network of our own on Sky, which is worth millions of dollars, brother. Millions. Look at him laughing over there. It's worth millions of dollars. iPoint Television has multiple television networks. That again is worth millions. Then I have advertising
9 times a day.
9 on one network 9 times a day, but 9 channels, 9 TV channels, 2 radio channels are going to be advertising iPoint Television all over the UK. 9 TV channels, 2 radio channels, radio broadcasts. I don't know how many churches on top of that. Big churches. We talked to churches that had 20,000 members. Other church that has 8,000 members, 3,000 member church. And my new pastor friend Alex is getting into I'm not going to tell you who he is just yet. You're just going to know him by his first name. I was with him on Sunday, and he's moving into his brand new facility in 2 weeks. And we talked about ministering there during the Olympics. And it's a perfect 5,000 seat auditorium. All of this is happening. People of God, we're shaking the nation of the United Kingdom. I'm on my way to the airport, and even more than I ever thought or imagined could actually be done is being done already in the United Kingdom. We're going to shake the nation. I believe all the way to Prince Harry. I think the Queen is going to feel the presence and power of God. The royal family is gonna rejoice about what God is doing. There's a sleeping giant in the United Kingdom that we're going to wake up, and they're going to win the world. Come on, brother.
They have to, man. They don't have any choice.
It's going to happen. Only God can do this. In 15 days, walk into the city with less than $200 US in my pocket. Walk out of the city with multi-millions of dollars worth of contracts, airtime, advertisement, networks on iPoint Television. We already have reps for iPoint TV that are going to be hitting the streets in the next week or two before Christmas, selling iPoint TV to their friends, their family, their cousins, their aunts or uncles. I have already friends and pastors that I'll be ministering off their pulpits and shaking their pulpits for the move of God. Listen, those of you that have been praying for me, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. 1 billion thank yous for praying for me, because only this could be done by your prayer, by our co-laboring together for the kingdom of God. Only God can do something like this. I come back December the 6th, and we're going to put the finishing touches on the next level of promotions. And so if you're watching this thing, keep praying for me, keep lifting me up, and keep telling people about what God is doing. And those of you in America, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. You are about to be part and partners with me in the United Kingdom when it comes to bringing the gospel. I need you to come with me during the 2012 Olympics, and let's shake this nation for Jesus. Thank you so much.